morning. We're back. So Genshin didn't pop up immediately because the game is still loading, and I figure, why look at a blank screen? I mean, I guess we could look at a blank screen, which would be the game loading. But, hello? Oh no! What in the world? Hold on, this might be an actual issue. Yes, why are we not on Genshin Impact? Oh my, cancel, yes, discard those. Oh my, okay. We might have some technical issues on our hands. Might have to solve that. Hello, Dr. Funtimes, how are you doing today? Let me move my microphone a little out of the way there. I just love that I have these technical issues. I also love how this side of my face is darker than that side of my face. It's because I'm on... Did I really title it wrong? No, I didn't title it wrong. Okay. I thought for a second I did, and I know you're just trolling me now. What do I do about that, though? I don't know why I did that. It's because I know why I did that. I know why I did that. It's because I updated it just before I did this stream. And now it's confused, and now I have to go into windowed mode on Genshin once it's done loading so that I can piece it together. I'm also wearing a robe right now because it's a little bit chilly. So, yeah. Apologies if I don't look my best. I also have a cat in my lap that y'all can't see. And she's a big thickums. Yeah, she's such a big and thickin' kitten. Yo, she's a big kitty. She's purring up a storm right now. So yeah, I'm going to window the game. That way I can do what I need to do. And the next time we stream will be tomorrow, and that will be Ratchet & Clank, meaning I am going to set that up because I really, really, really want to stream that so badly. You have no idea. You actually have no idea. I'm ready. I'm so ready to play Ratchet & Clank tomorrow. So yeah, I'm finally going to start doing other games that are not just Genshin Impact because screw it. How are y'all doing tonight, though? Anything interesting happened today? Anything fun? Or any plans this week, I should say? Oh my god, you were such a sweetie girl. Oh, I wish y'all could see her face right now. I wish I could just rip my camera off and just move it over here so you get my eye vision. Or maybe I should just have the camera installed in my eyeballs. Just so y'all can have the cat vision. Just so y'all can see these precious kitties. Oh, she's so sweet and cute. Oh, okay, Cristiano cannot stream. He's farming for Barbara. Alrighty then. You're just working on the manga? I really do want to know how... I really hope it does turn out well for you. Like, seriously. I'm in co-op mode? Oh, I need to complete the quest that I'm in. Okay, hold on. Settings. This is a thing that we need to do. Graphics. Windows. I don't like that one. I feel like I like that one less. That's fine that it's windowed. Okay, so let's do that. Because if it's windowed, I can do this, right? And it's fine. I'm so magical. Praise me and the glory that is me. Almost X'd out of my game. Praise the glory that is me and the beauty that is this game.
I'll teach you. Oh yes.
I'm going to go and steal some of these things. So you're keeping the idea that you told me originally, but you're restructuring how you're going to present it. I actually kind of like that, because I think, like, the way that you presented it to me, or, like, the way you went about...
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Okay. But the way you went about presenting it to me, from what I remember, Like, I thought that you could have done a better job about it, but I wasn't going to argue with anything because obviously it's your story. You should present it how you feel, right? So you're doing things in a certain order so that events hit harder for the soul. That makes a lot of sense. Because if I remember right, the way you described it to me, there was a lot of jumping back and forth. And that's a dangerous thing to do when story writing, is jumping back and forth between different times, because it can get confusing. And also, like, if you're doing it from different perspectives, sometimes it can. Like, obviously that one not as much as, like, time jumping. Just because, like, obviously time jumping can get more confusing than perspective jumping. Perspective jumping is a pretty simple thing if you just think about it, right? But yeah, like, and if you ever want to, like, just show me things that you're writing and such, like, I'm down.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad...
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Ooh, Paimon's a fortune teller.
You need to say something convincing.
Okay, so let's see. Alright, D's Claymore has nothing to do. People from Sumeru do not dream. Okay.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Okay.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Okay. I don't know which one of these is.
Illusions and
You're still going to do the jumping of time? Okay. Okay, so you're going to do it like that. Then that's probably fine. Alright.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
Alright.
That doesn't sound right.
Okay, this one then. Because that's the thing we know. Yeah, so we know that.
About that. Including Miss Dunyarzad, you couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth.
Alright,
Yeah.
so this is the situation.
We're time traveling, sort of.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Yeah, I like fighting people. I like common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Well, that's because she's basically dying. Very actively
Yeah,
in that
she
state.
isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
Yeah, so something's not connecting with Dunyarzad.
My lady, are you angry?
Nah, she just needs something to connect.
All right, I'll get...
Alright, so then we go to show evidence. So I started playing this in the last playthrough, or in the last time that I streamed, and I was getting super confused. Alright, so what you're going to do now is that you're going to do something that no other isekai ever does. Delay when the MC gets isekai'd to build on the relationships and impact that he has, that the MC has on his family. Okay, I mean, that's fair. That's kind of an odd isekai, though, because usually isekais are just, like, immediately, bam, just slap them in the world. Just, like, you know, bring the unalive hammer down right on their fragile skulls and just blast them into the next universe. You know, that kind of thing.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
Well, no, interesting concept if you're going to delay it a bit.
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone
But it
here.
might have a bad effect on, like, if I was reading it right. And it was like, there's no indication that it's going to be an isekai, right? There's no indication. And then, suddenly, out of nowhere, the main character dies and is just reincarnated into another world or whatever. and it's like I've been following this one story, but now it's like this story. Like, feels kind of weird. Like, obviously I'm just talking about it. I'm sure you might be able to accomplish it, but like following one story and then immediately being ripped into another is kind of weird. Like, even from a storytelling standpoint, it is kind of weird.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Oh, we're the only ones that can see Nahida.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wait, there's no way.
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Oh my god. No. Voice actor, we need to talk about this. Antennae? Antennae. I'm sorry. This is a 500-year-old character and you're having them say antennae? Antennae? Oh my god. Antennae. Antennae. You could even say antenna, and I would be okay with that. But antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
No one would be burning incense next to a bed to do stuff. It's holistic healing, probably.
I can sense her aura.
Or that. Never mind.
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Well, we've all practically aged about an entire year. Rather, we've aged several years in the course of a day. Because we've been living this one day over and over for like a year or more than a year's, and yeah, it get really confusing after that, and my brain hurts. Do you like to dance?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
And while saying that, it repeats itself.
You think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
Wait, what?
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this.
Yeah, I don't like the Academia. They seem kind of fecked.
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Okay.
Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
I see. Alright, so isekais aren't just kill the MC Boom New World. The definition, spelled wrong, of isekais are the transportation of one or more characters to a different world. I guess so, but if that's the definition, Futurama is an isekai. Just saying. I'm just pointing that out there. Doctor Who is an isekai. Let's think about all the shows that fit that definition and really punch the matter of what an isekai. I mean, Futurama is, by that definition, an isekai, yes. But I would never call it an isekai. It's different, although it fits that definition. It's just a dude that was cryogenically frozen is now here. I mean, The Matrix is an isekai. Basically like a double isekai. Let's see, what else can we do? All of the Marvel movies eventually become an isekai. At some point they eventually become an isekai. At least the oh my god, what are they called? I can't think of them. Why can't I think of them? It has the Groot. What are they? Why can't I am drawing a blank on their names. Oh my god, what are they called? It's Groot, the raccoon dude. Oh my god, what are they called? What is their group name? Guardians of the Galaxy. There we go. Guardians of the Galaxy would be an isekai. All of them. But then at some point or other, there are isekais for all of the Marvel characters. Especially Thor and anyone kind of revolving around Thor. No, you're not. You're right. To your credit, you're not gonna find that, right?
No wonder the
But
Akasha
I'm
is
going
so
by
magical.
your definition.
It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's archive.
And I feel like there should be a little bit more there to differentiate it from an isekai, because I would never call Doctor Who a fucking isekai, because it's Doctor Who. I don't think so.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Wow, Paimon, you actually sounded professional for once.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
Yeah?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
I don't know. This was beyond me. My brain is filled of booty meats, baskets, food, and nothing else.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
No, most information in the Akasha comes from Irmin's soul.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
I think trees or something. Maybe Shakira. I don't know. Let's see. People from Sumeru do not dream.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Alright, this one.
My mind feels
Right, so it wouldn't be that.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
So basically, it's a shared system. Why are we doing top messages? Wait a second, YouTube. Can I do all messages? So I can, yeah, let me see all messages. Yeah, there we go. That's better, YouTube. Thanks. Give me all messages. I don't know why you would have it set to top messages and not all messages. It's my chat. It's probably that one, right?
That doesn't sound right.
But we're talking about this one then.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh my god. So
You
this
mean
one?
The Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it,
So it's
my head's
information
been feeling unusually
overload.
heavy.
God, this is so trippy.
When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, "Knowledge always comes at a price."
This is actually very true. Knowledge does tend to come at a price, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like paper price. You know, it's not a currency price most of the time. Knowledge comes at the price of thinking, and not necessarily energy thinking. But when you receive, yes, that is how knowledge is syllabled, made into syllables. So like knowledge, like all right. when you pursue knowledge and you gain knowledge, you also end up with more questions, which furthers the pursuit of knowledge should you choose to pursue those questions. Oh. Justin, I don't want to slap you.
Compiling the entire country's
I want to slap you. That was the worst joke you've ever made as long as I've known you. That was actually just that bad of a joke. I don't think you have ever made a worse joke than that.
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
I'd like to probe around in something if you catch my drift.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Get giggity.
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
Oh my god. Wait. This would be the worst system. This would be the worst system of knowledge to have. A shared knowledge between all people in one place. Basically a hive mind without, like, the mind. It's just a hive where all information is literally shared and can be accessed the same way. Obviously, talking about the internet, I guess, but in this sense where everyone has immediate direct access to it within seconds, and it's just in their brains, like immediately in their brains, and it's shared knowledge. Collective shared knowledge. Porn plus that equals everyone knows everything about what you like or into, etc., etc. And that knowledge is just shared across everyone around you. Oh my god. Dog, I enjoy the worst joke you've ever told because I enjoy you as a friend. There's a difference. I'm not enjoying your joke. I'm just enjoying you because you're you. I enjoy people sometimes. Whatever.
This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
Yeah.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it. In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah. I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Or you have a boner for violence and you gotta go murk some people. I feel like that would be a very effective solution to the problem.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it?
There's always the sound of a beep at the end of every day. Have I heard that and not noticed it?
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
Huh.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's interesting.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Oh, we need to take the thing off of Dunyarzad then. Oh.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I did.
I heard it too. Our ears
Why
aren't
is it
messing
getting
with
darker?
us. There was definitely a beep. But we took off our Akasha terminals.
What? Wait.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
What is happening?
We cannot lose all of our progress.
I recognize that voice. That's, Balladeer. That's Balladeer. That just said this. I recall that one specifically because I did just do the Inazuma not too long ago. So Balladeer is just here in Sumeru. And apparently doing something with the academia. And, yeah. What in the actual Jesus titty fuck is happening?
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Yeah.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we
So
still
back to the
can't
manga,
get
you're going to...
Why is that?
What you're going to try to do is express the importance of the main character's contributions. That he has a job, he uses the job to, you know, assist in paying bills for the family. Okay, so you're establishing who the main character is for a longer period of time before you isekai them, is essentially what you're saying that you're going to do. So you're going to rip everything that the main character knows and loves away from him and put him somewhere else, and he's now experienced this, but this is the type of person that he is. So you're really developing his character before the isekai, is what you're saying that you're going to do. That can probably work. When you put it like that, it makes a lot more sense than what you said the first time.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle.
You said it, Paimon.
Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
Because it's not the Akasha, it's definitely Balladeer.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
That is very true. And this is a thing that even goes with, like, psychology experiments on people. And no psychology experiments, any scientific experiment that is, you know, worth its salt and has been validated and set and, you know, given the thumbs up by the committees that approve them and such, like, they're done in such a way to where the lab rats, in this case, the dependent variable, or the population sample size that you are observing, or, you know, whatever that is, the subjects that you are, it's the subjects, the correct term is subjects. So the subjects in your experiment, they're not supposed to know the purpose of the experiment. They're supposed to be given a brief overlook of what the experiment is about and possibly what you're looking to find. But that doesn't mean that they're going to know why you're doing certain things to them. For instance, I partook in an experiment that was linked to memory. And I remember going into this, and we did like CAT scans in this, and they recorded my brain waves. So basically what would happen is we would go into one room, and they would show me pictures. It can be pictures of different things, like, I don't remember what it was, this was years ago, but, like, there were pictures of, like, animals or, you know, common household appliances and stuff like that. And they would show me these images, they would show me words that may or may not match those images, etc., etc., and then I would do a CAT scan, and while they're doing the CAT scan, they're asking me the same questions of what I remember. So it's like a long and a short-term memory, but what they're doing is they're observing the brain waves to see what parts of my brain were more or less active for different types of stigma. Or not stigma. I don't remember what the word is, but like for visual memory, a different part of my brain would wake up versus just the word. The word part had a different part of my brain more active than the visual part. So it's seeing how information in my brain was being processed, where it was being processed, and how much activity there was. So that's what they were doing. And this was a psychology experiment, not just like, you know, brain science. Like, I don't remember a lot, but it's like I didn't know why they were doing pictures, words, and such until after the experiment was over. And that's how you would do a successful experiment. Part of how you would do a successful experiment. There was a lot of things that go into making a successful experiment, especially ones that involve asking questions, such as if you were going to look for your personality. Your personality, which Myers-Briggs test, I don't agree with that because depending on your mood, it will change your results. But the Ocean test, which is what most psychologists use and approve of, is one that's been used for the past, I believe, 50 or 60 years. And it's developed in such a way that the questions asked are very blunt and pretty straight to the point with what you're trying to get across. And what they're measuring is the level, the intensity level of what Ocean stands for, which is openness to experience, conscientiousness, extroversion, which you might think, oh, well, Myers-Briggs has extroversion and introversion. Okay, well, take it more like this. Your level of extroversion. Because you can be an introvert, but also have a high extroversion. Because for someone like me who is an introvert, I have a normal level of extroversion. Because I enjoy communicating with other people. I like talking. It's just I don't seek it out, is the thing. Whereas an extrovert is much more likely to seek it out. So I display a higher level of extroversion than you would think being an introvert. But it's just because once you get me talking, I'll keep talking and I'll, do my best to carry a conversation with you, etc., etc. Like, that's a thing. And so you're really just measuring the level that you have. And you can have a low level of extroversion and be an introvert, or you might not be an introvert and you just have a lower level of extroversion because you don't like talking to other people, or you just really don't seek it out hardly at all ever, and you more like to keep to yourself, and you don't like parties and events and such. And that's a different thing. You can be very high in extroversion, but still be an introvert as well on that same thing. And it's just because you might not physically go out of your way to make the first step to talk to someone. You might wait, but you put yourself in positions to where other people come and talk to you. And that's why you score higher in extroversion, even though you yourself are an introvert. It's because they're not exactly opposites. But they are definitely different. So it's like, think about it like angles. Extroversion goes this way, and introversion goes this way. This way. So it's not exactly opposite. It's almost, but not quite. So they intersect at a point, is basically what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, so then you'd have extroversion, you'd have agreeableness, which is essentially how friendly and caring, compassionate, that type of stuff, which a low level in that would be very distrusting, perhaps even dishonest, and such like that, and very much more confrontational the lower your score is in that. Neuroticism, which would be the control that you have over your emotions, the level of vigilance that you have. If you score very high in neuroticism, you would have a very high amount of vigilance, being very aware of other people and looking for dangers and threats, potential dangers and threats that may or may not actually exist, but could occur in any given situation. And that can vary depending on how you interpret that. But yeah, so they measure that by asking questions that are blunt, and they rate it on a scale, and you have to have enough questions to cover that scale accurately to get a correct score. And there's a lot that goes into it. Basically, with scientific experimentation for any field, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm sorry, I just prattled on for like 10 minutes on this. I'm sorry, I like science.
I guess I'm the moon.
Nani?
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination? Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
I swear to God, if you're doing this experiment, we're done, Nahida. You're off the team.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Maybe this time we fight the kidnappers?
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
Oh, this time she's not hurt.
You didn't get hurt this time.
Oh, that's the best plot twist. We should kidnap the kidnappers and then kidnap the people that may or may not have kidnapped them.
Huh?
And then
What do you mean
we
this
go
time?
Ocean
Are you so
13 on it.
surprised that I managed to get out
And we do
unscathed?
plot twist.
Those kids were
I was
amateurs.
prepared for their kidnapping of the kidnapping of my kidnapping of their kidnapping. I was one step ahead of them the whole time by knowing the steps that they're ahead of that they were of me, but they were actually not because I was a step ahead of them, a step ahead of me, a step ahead of them.
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right.
That's
Both
so
mercenaries
weird.
and warriors
Also,
heavily rely
don't
on
tell
muscle
Miss
memory.
Dunyarzad about
Only
it. She's
knowing the
standing
theory
right
of
there in
battle
your
won't
shot.
get you anywhere.
But what, did she just go deaf in a fast 5 minutes?
Traveler, what do you think?
Oh my god, this is so trippy though. So, because we removed our terminals, she can't remember? Or is it because of that
Paimon's feeling
things have
really
changed?
hopeful.
So
Oh, you're
we've
right.
broken
Earlier in the
free.
Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Maybe?
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to
Right.
live while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was
The
gonna
ever
say?
so helpful
Can you read
Paimon.
minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Okay. Cat Mama don't like things. Me, person, don't know these things.
Whew. It's
Does anyone
finally
smell
nighttime.
copper?
Aside
I
from
feel like
Dia
I'm
not
smelling
getting
some
injured,
copper
everything
here.
seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
No.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey!
What?
Kind of an answer is that?
Nani Tefuk?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow.
Tomorrow is not even an actual thing. It is a very subjective reference of time. Time differs depending on the gravity that you are experiencing.
How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday?
No.
Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Also no.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
This is a possibility, but we're not being philosophical.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
Paimon, my brain was shut down before I even got to the age that I'm at now, the dinosaur I am. There is only booty, food, and nothing else in my head. That is all.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
Okay.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Did I actually just hear and read that sentence correctly? Use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Audible gasp.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk.
A duke duke?
I suggested you could try that.
A
Is
duke
that so
duke.
strange?
This hoe just said a duke duke. Okay.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Paimon, she's just telling us that we need to sit down and think about it. The correct way to say dookie without saying that or duke duke is to say sit down and think about it.
Yeah. Even though it's happy
So
and
when you got that
lively
urge,
episodes
remember
festival
kids, sit
every
down and
day,
think about it.
It feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
And then we repeat.
Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Okay, so they're harvesting something from doing this, and they're having to interact with the Gnosis that is able to do all of this, meaning Balladeer is able to extract something from the Gnosis theoretically? Question mark? And the sacrifices would be the people who are dying to disease during this. Probably. This is my understanding of it.
We're still in the same day.
We are.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Because she is mean.
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach.
It wouldn't have made a fucking difference then, would it have, Badminton?
In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
And I thought I should slap you 40 miles upside your head, but apparently that's just not possible.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. You were looking out for us after all.
Oh my god, that line.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
That's... Sure, whatever. Not gonna question it.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
I don't think she's coming on to you, Paimon.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence.
That's true, because we're... Oh, did you just realize Duke Duke is a thing? Think about what a Duke Duke is. Sit down and think about it. You'll figure it out. Sit on that commode. Sit on the toilet throne. And just sit down and think about it. You'll get the gist.
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Okay, so it's because of Traveler and Paimon that Nahida is able to exist in this state. Because otherwise she is unfindable. The Aksha has no knowledge of her. She is the reincarnation of the Dendro Archon. I am literally trying not to pull my hair out right now.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
No, this makes sense. This
Anyway,
makes
enough
sense.
chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
So, it's not a time loop. There isn't a time loop. It is just a repetition every day. Time is continuing to move forward relative to the gravity on Tevat we are experiencing.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Because Dunyarzad's gotten worse. Dea's gotten better at fighting, apparently. And we have been aging.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Gosh,
So,
how did we not notice that? In a simple
oh.
time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
Yes. So it's clearly more.
What's your new hypothesis?
Is that I need to go murder some parpar people. That's what parpar means. And not paper.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Meaning that we're not actually... This is fake. All of this, everything's happening here, fake. We're in the Matrix. Meaning we need to get out. How do we get out without the pills? Okay? I know. It was where we're at.
Okay. Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Secor needs drugs and booze to get through this, okay? I math better when I'm drunk. Definitely math better when I'm drunk.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Right.
Mercenaries rely heavily on
I could
muscle
do that.
memory,
I think there are still a
and
few
Dia was able
Trulies in
to
the
use her
fridge.
experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
Right. Okay, it's probably that one that I'm gonna go with.
The moon, illusions, and lies.
So this one... That has to be, yeah, that had to be it.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
Right. So... That one. So we're not in a time loop. Everyone is actually just forgetting that we've moved to another day. Every single person.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories.
Holy fucking titties in a basket. What? What are we gonna do on Wednesday? Maybe Stardew Valley. Or I'll play Pikmin. I'm not going to restart Pikmin 4. I'm just going to play from where I'm at, which would be post-game, to where I need to absolutely violently throw Louie out of the window of the spaceship while it is not parked on the Pikmin planet and while it is traveling through space, specifically to make him asphyxiate. Because... Hark, Louie. Oh, you mean for the podcast? Oh, maybe. Okay, we have two options, Justinette. I presented the red pill and blue pill. Why did I take my beard off? It was getting scratchy. I don't know if you've tried to grow out your beard or not, or if you've ever tried to, like, really grow a beard, but... The length that I had mine at to where it was like here and it doesn't really get much longer than that, it gets really scratchy and like I was like licking at my mustache a lot and I was like, it's time for this to go. It is time for this to go. It's also good to not have fur go into your mouth. You're gonna have a baby face forever. You know what? Be Johnny Depp for most of his life. Or Keanu Reeves. But, yeah. So, podcast, red pill or blue pill? and we just have different ideas that go along with that. Or we do NASCAR, or we continue with Pokemon buffs, or we do the restaurant idea that I've had, or we do another tier list on something else. Okay, you do know what it feels like? Yeah, it was just one of those things, and I was just like, I just don't want to keep licking my mustache. It's like, yeah, it feels good to my tongue, but it's like, I don't want to keep doing that because I feel like I look like an idiot. You could dye the sands over and over. That is a thing that we could do. Also, Cristiano, how did farming go?
That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet.
There are a lot of things that
Already
are an
the
option
next
for
day,
whatever
but
reason,
everyone
Justin.
still
It's
thinks
our
it's the day
podcast. It's
before.
what we do. Yeah, hold on, what? What's up? Alright. Wait, what did you say? When we wake up, everyone thinks that the festival hasn't happened because it's the next day, but no one realizes it's the next day. Because science.
But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
Right.
A brilliant deduction.
Did you know? Nahida, did you know? Do I need to smack you?
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
We have to be right.
To
We
put
can't
it
be
simply,
wrong.
It's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows. That isn't simple at all! Go talk to Miss Dia again. You might learn something new.
Oh, I didn't realize you hadn't told him yet. Yeah, there is a website where you can just do the Sans fight, Sans from Undertale, over and over and over and over and over again. Basically, you can perfect your craft at it. And this man is going for a damageless run. And by damageless, we also mean no health items. Meaning you won't have the Glam Burger, the Metaton's Face Burger, and the Snowman Ice Cubes, or whatever. The Snowman. You would have literally no healing items for that fight.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Oh my god. I'm so lost. God, I'm so lost. Oh. Look at Discord. Sorry, give me a moan. Give me a moan. That's fine. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure how you managed to not show your face, but also take, well, it's very close up. Whatever, you know what? Cool. Facial hair. If the ocean had respawned, it would make things faster. Oceanid does respawn. What do you mean if Oceanid respawned? Oceanid does respawn. It respawns just like all the other
There you
bosses.
are. Really took
Your
me a
Barbara's a
while
level
to find
70.
you.
Awesome. Get her level 80 and 90 and she just keeps getting better.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange.
You know
It
my
just
suffering,
suddenly
you
felt
say.
so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Because you are a cat.
Traveler, could you
True
explain the
facts.
situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
This was from 2 hours ago? Huh? What message? Uh-huh? Nani? I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm just going to continue with my day and remember that my brain is on E. Okay, we've lived through this day many times already. Our memories
What
are
happened to you
erased.
guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it.
All right then, let me get this straight.
Okay.
You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain
The
just
Genshin.
doesn't remember it?
Oh, that message. I don't know, man. I'm just seeing what I see on my screen. Don't ask me how my Genshin Impact works. I have a special effect on technology. I have a passive ability that when exposed to technology, the technology somehow becomes slightly dumber and can't process things as correctly as it could. But it still processes things almost flawlessly. But it starts making little flaws.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Imagine if I were to be at a movie set filming and like the film got corrupted just because I was in the movie. That would be the extent of my passive ability.
Then I'd have to
I have
disagree.
no control over
That's
it.
impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have
Dog,
noticed that.
that's my passive talent. You think that's not true? Justin, back me up on this with the crazy crap that has happened with me and technology. I swear I've had just wild stuff happen with technology before. It is my passive talent. Like, it has to be. As good as I am at rapping, as good as I am at writing, as shitty as I am at playing video games, my passive talent is technology doesn't like me, and there's no explanation why. No. No, you cannot. Alright. So, the sages, if they were behind all of this, you're in the desert. I'm not there yet, clearly. I'm just not. So, if the sages of the academia did this, they would utilize the city's resources, as well as the info on the Akasha.
They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything.
They could.
It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
Which means that has to be what's happening, and they're being controlled with another influence to do such a thing. To ignore it?
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
Okay, you have proof. No, because I don't like spoilers, I want to react to this normally. Like how I'm going to react to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart tomorrow, that I know literally nothing about outside of it's a Ratchet and Clank It game. Ratchet and Clank It game, guys.
You have proof? Where?
In her boobs!
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical
Oh.
discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
I just imagine she's just gonna go mute after enough time. Alright. Where are we going?
I can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Ignoring something is indeed something you cannot control. However, you don't have to spoil it for someone who does not want to be spoiled. And being a dick is something you can control.
This is it.
What is this?
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike.
So we are repeating the day, but everyone's memories during the day are also deleted.
It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Well, to a T.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
That wouldn't work, Paimon. Do you really don't want to look at Genshin? Understandable. You have a good one. I will see you tomorrow for Ratchet and
People
Clank.
often say that a camera's
Or
photo
not, just
can
depends.
never replace an
But
artist's
yeah, have a
painting
good night, man.
because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Dia. We get that.
Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super
No.
popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun.
No, this isn't that, I don't think.
Anyway, it's getting late.
And if it is,
I
it's
should
a
escort
disastrous
these juniors
game
out
that
to
has
Neely's
many
stage.
horrible
See you later.
consequences. She didn't even speak this time, so Junior Zod's probably
square
just a
one.
zombie at this point.
Is our memory deletion theory also wrong?
No. Can't be wrong.
At least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
If we're not in the real world, then I was right. We're in the Matrix of Genshin.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
No.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Mind full of booty, everything else empty.
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution. Many
It's
things
something
should become
common
clear
with
if we can
Freddy
confirm the
Krueger.
flow of time outside
Well,
of
if
the city.
Balladier is out here balling up in our dreams, like I think he is, because he's literally, I recognized his voice specifically during some of the blackout scenes, then he has literally created another world using the Aksha somehow, and we're now just reliving the memory of this day over and over and over again, and any new memories are deleted, but we remember them because we were able to see Nahida, and Nahida is able to give us a link, which is able to give us something else to go by. We're special celestial beings. Don't know about Paimon, but Traveler is.
Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
Paimon, I've given up.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
What if we did just leave the city? What if we did just leave the city? What would happen if we did that? I know physically what would happen in the game. The game would be like, oh, you have to start this quest over. You fucked it up. Because you're not allowed to. But in all reality, like if the Traveler did just decide to leave the city and not attend the festival just to see what would happen, wouldn't it break the cycle? Question mark? I think?
Nahida, we're back!
Nahida, I swear if this is all you're doing, I will absolutely just ban hammer you, and you will never be one of my favorite characters again.
You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop.
Okay.
And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question. Leaving the city.
Okay.
As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
Okay.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked
I don't
about
know
those
what
plans?
part you're
What did we
referencing
say
that
when we
does
got
happen,
back?
but my big, giant galaxy brain is able to comprehend all, including the modern day Jesus that may or may not come out just due to insanity reasons.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next
Have a
day.
good one.
But still,
Sound a little weird when I said it, but I said it.
leaving town. Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Oh, no. He doesn't just get summoned like that.
Yep. Something here is definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
I believe that this is not acceptable.
Our memories are back!
Okay, Paimon.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What do you mean, Paimon?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
What?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back.
Nani?
There are countless spaces here.
What?
Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Nani? Dog, if you start speaking Latin, I don't think we'll have problems, but I'm gonna have the problems. I'm gonna have so many problems.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
Did I go without Paimon? Just Paimon left me. Paimon, why'd you leave me? Why did you leave me? But I left Paimon. But Paimon left me. This is a dark alleyway. This is all fake. You're all wrong. You're all not real. None of you are real. I have the proof. Hello, Rain. How are you doing? I believe I'm losing brain cells.
Yesterday.
But we did carry the plan out already, didn't we, Paimon?
Okay, let's go.
Hody to a Cicero, my good friend, yes! I'm going insane. We become woman, yes! Yes, we do! We'll find a way out, of course we will. It's only 40 meters away. I feel like I've actually... Can I get the meat from them, though? Hody to you, Cicero, my good friend,
What's
yes.
the academia up to now?
Pernices is not my concern. My blasphemies are non-existent.
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage.
Society is the
Just wait until
blasphemy,
tomorrow.
yes.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos.
This
If
boy
I don't
ain't
hurry,
slept in
they'll
a
be stolen.
month. Damn, you see the bags under his bags? Holy titties.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
What? So we're in a memory within the loop of time / space that has been happening.
It looks like the academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising.
See, I feel like all of this is just solved with a little bit of brute force and violence.
Let's go and question them.
Question them with my sword.
Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Because your mom...
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either.
Your mom...
We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit
In me
Sumeru.
most
They didn't tell us anything else.
Oh my god, what? One, good on you for knowing Latin. That is the lost language of languages. But two, I'm just going to say this. In meme honstam, sententiam ostendis vivicantum. I don't know what any of those mean. In meme, so a fish hologram sends steroids vivification. Yeah, there we go. Fungus comes loco hoc nemus stultus establishment. Yes, I understand 100% what that means. The more you say it, the more I understand.
If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It feels like I'm speaking in tongues just to speak in Latin. It feels wrong.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands.
Paimon suggested martyr. I think we martyr.
Those guards
Martyr!
spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Huh? Why?
Why am I leaving Paimon behind? Why would I leave Paimon behind? Paimon, best friend Paimon. Why are we doing this?
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then
Okay.
Paimon won't be able to help you.
Paimon, I do gotta tell you, this might break your bubble. Right, Paimon? You're useless in a fight. When things go wrong, you are useless. All you do is float, talk, and eat. If anything, you are the definition of a parasite. But we still love you because you're Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Go away, Paimon. We don't need you. You fucking parasitic little bitch.
Okay. Paimon, promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And please, be careful.
I mean, I love that Paimon cares for him so much. And I love Paimon. I don't mean that, Paimon. I'll take it back.
Memories!
Ah! Memories! Aw, dang it!
Traveler!
Stupid brain things! You should have actually headbutted him, really given him some concussion damage there.
Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared.
The Paimon is final boss confirmed.
For hours and hours at the city wall, and you never came back.
Paimon is a dog, confirmed.
That you were only taking a quick walk.
Paimon is dog boss, confirmed.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
I think I understand perfectly fine. Paimon is a dog in disguise as a floating star being who is also the final boss of the game. I've solved the mysteries.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared.
Paimon's actually a dog in this scenario. Like, what the actual hell? Why?
Okay. Paimon will forgive you.
No, you
The most
will
important
forgive
thing
me.
is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Technically, we already did that, Paimon, but this world is where we met you.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Are we still in the memory? Because I'm still seeing the flashback thingy. Is this...
I see.
Oh my god, I actually want to rip my hair out.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Oh wow, that's what you would ask Paimon if she just zoned out? Oh, I just spaced out and then you were gone. It's not like I care about you or anything. That's Paimon. That's exactly how Paimon sounds. Y'all have never noticed it before, but I'm just unlocking that gateway for you. That door. Now that you became WD Gaster, What, like a gaster blaster? Enjoy your shower. Remember to use soap and or shampoo, depending on what you need to do. Enjoy your shower.
What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yesterday never existed. Today does not exist. The imagination of time is all relative. There's no such thing. Modern day Jesus is here to save us from time. It is all ageless. It's an ancient thing. We're all doomed to repeat the same universe over and over again as the inevitable heat crash of the suns and stars all along explode in glory, bringing us all to the heat wave end of death in space and all the universes, then repeat the process over and over again for eons and eons.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
No. Yes. No. Yes.
It
Yes.
really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Probably because Balladeer is a dick.
But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
Because if we do, our memories are erased. If we stay here...
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
You're not used to being existent.
Well... Okay.
Bye,
You want
Cristiano.
something
You have a
that can
good
pass
one.
on messages, right?
Enjoy your shower.
Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yeah, I get it. Go take a shower, my dog. You probably stink. Get them funkified feet a good scrubbing.
Yep, now we're talking.
Is the house staring at us? Is she a goner yet? I've spoken no languages that aren't English, I think. So, how much?
I'm done. Here you go.
What?
What?
Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
What?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
You tweaked. You tweaked. She tweaked.
To
You're
make
too young to
something
tweak.
Like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
What?
Anyway,
So
we
she
can use
made-
this now to record a message, right?
So she made an Akasha. I feel like... I don't know what my face looks like right now, but I feel like This man just typed "cum" in my chat. This man just loaded the prawn hub word in my chat. I love you. Do it again. Only more frequently this time. Fill my chat with the coom. The coomening. Everyone do it all at once. Just type in coom.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
I'm so lost.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
I want to saw my own arm off right now.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Hyman
Okay.
isn't as worried about being separated. Okay. See,
So then that was the past 2 days that have happened.
that covers everything that's happened so far.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm actually going to vomit.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to
I
receive
did
two
ask for
messages
it.
from you when you were
I
outside.
want the coomening to be my chat for at least the next minute. Sorry, for at most the next minute.
Okay. Now that you understand what's
I
going
did.
on,
I
let's
am
hear
ready for the
messages
coom
together.
now. I just said that out loud. I just said on public live that I am ready for the coom. Oh, that's great. Are we back in reality yet?
There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Oh
I've
my
entered
god.
another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces
man's
are
gonna
empty
actually
except
get
for the
himself
occasional
banned.
ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
There's no way YouTube doesn't
can't
eventually
sense any
censor
human
this,
presence.
right? That's two. Two cooms. Two cooms. Can we get the Ray Coom? The Ray Coom Nutbuster. Oh, there's a tomb. Oh, there's a tomb. Let's see where this is happening. Your bot. Oh, you have a. Wait a second. Did you just make a bot for my chat to just type the word coom over and over again every few seconds? Is that what you actually just did? And then it shorted itself out and spelt tum instead of coom? Yes.
But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable.
I'm a very giving person.
The other spaces
And
all
in
have
many
very
ways,
weird content.
I will leave it at that. You can make with that information as you will.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other,
So,
absorbed by something like a sun in the sky.
so what? There's just a black hole in this fake universe that we're in that's just sucking us in, but then we're still somehow there. And
now, even the final space has also disappeared.
can we just be black hole and
Behind me,
repeat
a
the
lot of spaces
process?
just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Wait.
Why did the message end right there?
What?
What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
The spaces are fake. The cake is a lie, bitch.
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh my god.
Right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
Obviously the message, Paimon.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
Why am I wearing it?
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Meaning that the end is nigh?
Traveler,
There's so much coom
what
in
do
my
you think
chat,
that
I
final
feel
space could
very
have been?
satisfied now. In fact, oversatisfied. It's overflowing. Stop making the coom overflow. We're done with the coom. The coomening has been done. And it's still going, of course. I think he got his bot back online.
Was that space actually the real world?
You can stop
A
now.
real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
I know I brought this upon myself, but you can actually stop now. Oh my god, cat! Oh! Oh god, that is more than enough coom. Even for me. I can only handle so much coom. Oh my god, cat, oh. I need a minute to process my nose. Hold on, god, y'all. I had to step out the room. Y'all have no idea the unholy demon that my cat unleashed on the litter box in the next room. You can stop saying coom in my chat. We are good. There is so much coom that we're totally good. We can't be any more gooder than the amount of coom that we have. We are finished with the coomining. It's been done. The chat has accomplished its goal of the coomining, and it is still going. Alright. I did bring this upon myself. I want none of this tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh. God, you don't understand the absolute, like, holy fucking titties.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Isn't that normal? Places outside of cities don't typically have a lot of humans in them. I don't know. Alright.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh god, it's pilfering my shirt. Oh my god, Kitty. I checked in there. I checked in there. I was expecting to see a monster on the floor. That's all in the litter box. God damn, Kitty. What did you eat? Did you even come in here? Oh my god, I think I'm starting to hallucinate from the smell. Oh my god. It cleans itself. It's an automatic litter box.
Later on,
I feel like I am gonna die.
behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
Good googly moogly god almighty.
My head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
It stinks so bad.
Well, consider this.
Holy Jesus titties, this is awful.
At its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
It is midnight?
So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface...
Good! Get on you! Get that midnight shower in. I'm just gonna suffocate either from this or from that. That you can't see. The demon that is lurking in there. I feel like the purple nurples were dropped in the litter box and they're literally just saying, "You will die!" Over and over to me. They're whispering things with the scent of foulness.
Hey!
Oh. Oh. I have to move the camera. Oh God, have mercy. Oh. Oh my God. Mifa, please tell me you're not about to use that devil box. Please tell me you're not about to use it too. This is so bad. Where am I going? Why
More
am
speed.
I out of the city? I'm lost. Wait. I'm going the right way. I think the smell's let up a little bit. Oh my God. I don't smell it as much anymore. I think it's faded. Okay. Oh. Oh no. No, I still smell it. It's not as bad. I still smell it though.
Alright then,
Oh my God. No, 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 no. We do not repoop the poop. I don't think my cats do that. I think they have much more sense than a dog. I think most cats have more sense than dogs do, typically. But My god, the absolute evil thing that my cat has done tonight. My tiny little cat, Winry.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about
The
to
sans
begin.
no damage ain't
I'm going to
happening.
go watch it.
No items under the right conditions maybe, but no damage is just ridiculous. Just... How? How do you keep fading and coming back? I'm losing the 1v1 to air. I'm actually losing the 1v1 to air. I've seen Justinet. I've seen a damageless Sans run. It was amazing. And also really show-offy, and you should totally do it, post it, and do stuff, and I'm dying.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Oh. Just not. I don't know if you were here for it. Or I guess you currently are still here for it. My cat dropped a nuclear reactor into the litter box. She dumped the entirety of a concentration camp into that litter box. Like, oh my god, the unholy foul demon she summoned about 10 feet away from me is unspeakably evil. The smell that I am having to deal with.
This time we're gonna get to the truth.
And it keeps coming and going, which makes me concerned. Like, it should eventually just go away. Oh, I fucking hate you! Oh, I fucking hate you for that joke! I fucking hate you for that joke! Oh my fucking god! It's faded, but I don't want it to come back. Get as much air in as I can now before it comes back. No, there's not another cat in that litter box. That's not what I heard. There can't be. There can't be. That odor is unspeakably demonic.
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you.
I still smell it, just
Judging by the
faintly.
looks on
It
your
might have
faces.
just permeated my existence at this point. And now I'm just cursed. My second passive is to
Are you ready
always
to
smell
take your Sub-Zero's
cat
exam
dung.
and
Oh,
graduate from the festival?
I'm gonna try to survive. Dog. It's not that. There's no way.
Okay.
A non-Xenoblade
First off,
player, I don't
have you
care how
discovered the
sweaty
hidden
and
truth?
try-hard you can be at anything. Nothing compares to the odor that is wafting from this automatic litter box. Absolutely nothing. I have had these cats for well, not almost. I've had them for 3 years. They have never done that before. Neither of them. Even when we got them for the first time, Mifa peed herself in her cage because she hates cages. And it didn't stink that bad. It wasn't this bad. This? No, I saw my cat. I got up, I took a break. My cat is fine. She was eating. She was walking around. She just unleashed unspeakable evil in my bathroom. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a demon that visits me in a dream tonight, and I'll start speaking in tongues eventually.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
Oh, I feel nauseous just from smelling it. Oh my god.
The moon,
Oh.
illusions, and lies.
No,
What do
Justin,
they all mean?
no. I'm not strong enough. I'm a non-Xenoblade player. I'm
People in
too
Sumeria
weak.
don't dream. What
I'm a
strange
non-Xenoblade
phenomenon.
player for another week. Oh my god.
Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
Oh! How does it keep coming and going? Oh no. It's another 6 days. It's basically another week. Okay. No, wait. Just wait. I found a can of Glade. I found my holy savior. In science I pray, do not ever come back. Oh my god. What's continuing to come and go? What? Oh, I feel weak. So it's not that. Right. Nani? Wait. What? I have my other savior, Glade. The slightly cheaper / same price as Febreze odor spray. I think I used about an entire can of it. I should actually put some baking soda in there, litter it again. It's been a little while. I'll probably do that when we change out the litter again, which will probably be in a couple weeks. Yeah, baking soda is really good for it. I just haven't done it in a little while. Mostly because, like, it's an automatic litter box. We don't really have to most of the time. Because, like, the way it works is, like, there's litter here. It's a cave. It's a sphere with a hole in it they crawl into and to do their business. They do that. The thing rotates. The litter shifts. There's a thing that catches the litter. And the other stuff gets... Well, it rotates the other way. But the thing catches the litter, and the other stuff goes in a hole that goes into a bottom compartment where a trash bag is, and that's where all the poop and pee goes into. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? They all sound like the same thing. Oh my god. If that's what it does, that's horrifying. I'm gonna fact check that. Nope. Alright. When is the human brain most active? According to PBS Academy, which is a .edu, meaning it's very, very likely a credible source. Besides, it's also PBS, which is also a credible source of information. Science has indicated that learning is most effective between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. when the brain is in an acquisition mode. On the other hand, the least effective learning time is between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m., which makes sense. So, research has shown that most people experience this is from Quora, which is much, much less reliable, but it is also repeating the information from PBS. A peak in cognitive performance and alertness during the late morning to early afternoon hours, roughly from 10 to 2. And now, NBC News, which is, well, more credible than Quora. Let's see. One of the most active parts of the body during sleep is the brain. There are pronounced changes in the electrical activity of the brain during sleep, which the evidence suggests is a result of the brain's trillions of nerve cells literally rewiring themselves. Okay. So it depends on what you mean by active. Because, like, yes, a lot of things happen when you're sleeping. Your brain needs that to do a lot of things that we don't 100% understand yet. But you need sleep or you basically perish. You also need to not be as lost in the story and the sauce as I am right now. Yeah, so it depends. Both are correct. Both are correct, basically. Because I was thinking it's definitely like midday. I was thinking around midday was when most people's brains were most active. So somewhere between like 9 and 3, which is typically, when school is around those times. Because I remember that, like, learning for me, I did the best learning in the middle of the day. I hated doing homework. I hated studying at night because it wasn't as effective to me. It's just me, though. I think dreams are whatever they are, and they are not bundles of wisdom. For instance, in my dreams, I definitely shouldn't do half of the things that happen in my dreams, such as chase after flying snakes. It's an actual dream that I had. I had a dream that snakes evolved, grew wings, and started flying around, literally terrorizing everything. So, oh, 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 so that's where we're at. No, do not reactivate the Koomaning. The Koomaning is done. I have received enough Koom for today. I have taken and given enough Koom for today. Especially in chat. Yes, the Koominator 9000, which is what you should name your bot. Alright. So what else to do with this then? Alright, those two apparently. Fuck. Right. And then that. You slept through the afternoon so you're not tired. That's great. Oh, I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Speaking of afternoon. I went with my fiance. We saw it. We were the only two people in the theater because it's a Monday at matinee time. 3 a.m. night. Ugh, I don't think I can do that anymore. I'm too old. I'm a dinosaur compared to you. But yeah, we saw the movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I really do hope that there is a second movie that is based on the second games and kind of continues to go, because the direction that I'm seeing is they can definitely go into the second game with the way that it was left off, and I'm just like, I'm here for it. Like, it wasn't a scary movie. It was more of just a lot of suspense, but also just creepy. Like, it was just creepy, and I really liked that. Alright. But I don't understand what exactly it is that I need to submit the conclusion for. Yes, I did stay for the credits. Come find me. Which definitely makes me think that they're pointing to the first child that went missing, Garrett, being the puppet. Which is, again, it's a different thing because the way that the puppet comes about in the games is the first murder, but that first murder is done so much differently than all of the other murders that Purple Guy does. And that's like the start of becoming a serial killer / serial kidnapper. Was it Charlie? Because, well, I know in the game, the puppet is the crying child. I don't remember if... Bruh. I'm just gonna say this. The lore has changed over time many times, and it is hard to keep straight which piece I'm supposed to be on sometimes. Who did I think Charlie was? 'Cause Charlie... No. Wait, was Charlie Henry's daughter? Or was that the other Afton daughter? Charlotte Emily. Okay, yeah. Charlotte Emily, which would have been Henry's daughter. Yeah, so that's Henry's daughter. I thought that became Baby. I thought she became Baby. Or no, that's wrong because that's the Afton daughter who becomes Baby, yes? And then William Afton's wife. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Elizabeth Afton becomes Baby. And I'm pretty sure Ballora is what became of William Afton's wife, which is really weird. Okay, yeah, and Charlotte was the first. Well, in the movies, it's pointing at Garrett being that, which is, again, very strange, because it's different than the game lore. But also, on that note, there are multiple universes within FNAF lore. So, yet another universe, probably, is what I would say. There's a lot to keep up with. Don't be mad at me. I hate this. Why is this just Dreamception? Okay, there's a theory, but there's also one that William's wife is the one that made the FNAF VR and AR. Okay, I can kind of see that too, but I thought part of it that was supposed to be the green and the purple. The purple would have been Afton's AI programming, aka Glitch Trap, if I'm not mistaken. And the other one would have been Vanessa or Charlie. I think. God, there's so many names to remember in FNAF lore on top of, like, which ones all go. My God. I haven't heard the one about his wife being the one that made the FNAF VR and AR, though. How escaped UCN. Thus becoming... Oh, yeah. I haven't read all of the books yet. So me and Emily, we're reading the Fazbear Frights series. We're on Fetch right now. We're on the second story of that book. We've read Silver Eyes, and, well, we know how the spring lock failure works. So spring lock failure works if you move in the wrong way and the lock just snaps shut. But it usually happens due to water and the loosening of the actual springs in the suit. Water loosens them, sweat loosens them, air can also loosen, basically anything can loosen them. So you have to keep the screws tight so that the spring locks don't end you. And we know that the way that Purple Guy dies is because he happens to be in a moist environment / standing in a puzzle in the Golden Bonnie suit where the spring locks just snap and kill him. But he stays alive because spirit stuff. Yeah, and that Dave Miller and William are the same person. I do remember seeing a Matt Pat's theory on that somewhat pseudo recently. And William had already survived a spring lock. I haven't seen that theory. Isn't Remnant the new one from, not Sister Location? What's the most current one? I'm drawing a blank. I know it's at, why did I say Sister Location? The Pizzaplex. Security Breach. Right? Okay, that one is canon. Well, isn't the newest animatronic that we uncovered is the one that literally mimics voices and stuff? And it got scooped out. Isn't that one known as Remnant? Or am I just not correct here? He had already survived a spring lock. I don't remember that in Silver Eyes, but then again, also in Silver Eyes, it was painfully difficult to read because the writing was kind of bad. Okay, no. I'm just going to leave it at that then. Oh, Remnant is soul power. Okay. Couldn't 100% remember that. Right. What am I answering? Did I read Into the Pit? That's the one with the ball pit, right? That's the one with the ball pit where they go into a parallel universe, or rather not parallel, but like back in time, and then Golden Bonnie comes back out through the pit and is now taking place of the kid's dad. Oh, the Spring Bonnie is just there with the hate remnant, but no one's inside the suit. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's how all the other animatronics work, is basically they're just remnant souls of the children inside the suits. Ghost kids. Except now the franchise has moved away from souls possessing suits and more of actual AI. Because now it's actual AI programming, which would be glitch trap, etc. And, you know, kind of inhabiting the Pizzaplex and controlling things. So there's like two different AI that are fighting for control of the Pizzaplex, and it runs pretty freaking deep. I'm not wrong. It's Bonnie, Chica, Freddy. No, Glitch Trap is AI, William. Yes, he escapes there, but Glitch Trap is not William Afton himself. It is an AI copy of William. So it's basically him, but it's not identically him. No, I do know. It's an AI program that he developed to clone himself, essentially. At some point in time, I don't remember when. He has done a lot of shit at this point. Man in Room 67. Okay, I still have a lot of lore stuff to do with FNAF, sure. But I'm not ever going to get perfect in it. No, don't you tell me no. I'm not wrong. I think you're wrong. I don't want any more questions to do with this quest. Oh my god. There was an AI that was made at some point in time, and I remember this because the book that had David Miller in it, I believe the name was, he developed AI that was used in the animatronics. One of the AI that gets used is one that William gets a hold of when he seizes the company, or when he seizes half the company. He seizes that, and then he starts using that AI program to develop his own. That AI eventually grows and becomes Glitch Trap. So, no, William does not create Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap is created out of AI that is based on William. Yes, and when he escapes, Glitch Trap corrupts the game. And then he corrupts Vanessa. Well, that would be through the Vanny mask, yes? And the Vanny mask would then have both Charlie and Afton influence running through it via AI and shit. Vanny builds Burn Trap. Okay, you know, this is too much lore. Can I just say the FNAF universe is fucked? Am I correct then? To you, am I correct then? It's too many goddamn names. I'm already horrible with names, so the more the names they introduce, I'm sure the better I'll get with time. Paimon, I want you to come through the game and beat my face with a brick. You can explain everything to me, and it's gonna go in one ear and out the other, because my brain is on E. My brain is below E. There are fumes coming out of my head. No. Okay, so Dunyarzad actually dies. So this is the first death in Sumeru. Damn. Damn. Oh my god. She's just a clone. She is a carbon copy Paimon. And FNAF AR was just the thing to farm Remnant. Jesus Christ. There's too much fucking lore. I just can't with it. And speaking of puppets, we know that Raiden Shogun has one, and that there's another puppet that wasn't made in Raiden Shogun's image. Of course. Damn. A is, I mean, yeah, they're both purple. They both make puppets and kill people. Yeah, same person. Yeah, exactly. And also basically kidnap people. I mean, they basically did, right? To get the visions, so. Oh yeah, Anne lives inside a puppet. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We beat William Afton, everybody. We actually ended him. Sort of. We ended the puppet, at least, but the real one's still alive, so. Things. Oh. Yeah, you right. I don't know if y'all could hear that outside my window, but one of my neighbors around here, probably my upstairs neighbor, we don't like them that much. Okay, no, now my brain is splitting. You're giving me smooth reptile brain disease right now, and you need to stop. You absolutely need to stop, Cristiano. I'm getting smooth reptile brain. And the good one that you don't know the name. So basically you can have the Hate Remnant, which is Williams pretty much. You have the normal ones, which I'm assuming are the original 5. And then you have the good ones, which would probably be like, I don't know, fucking Balloon Boy? I don't know. When you die having bad emotion, normal, having neutral emotion? Oh, it's too much. That's too much. I'm sure we all die feeling good. You die feeling normal. Oh man, that was a normal death. I died breathing. What? That's not... I swear if I look up imagination, and it is not what she just says there, we're gonna have problems. Imagination, noun. The faculty or action of forming new ideas or images or concepts of external objects not present in the senses. It is also the ability of the mind to be creative or resourceful. Wrong. Can I put the wrong stamp on her forehead? And that explains why Fetch and Ella move even though there are no dead people inside. Well, Fetch has, Fetch has killed people both inside and outside, right? Remnants are horny ghosts, I see. Yep, horny ghosts. What? So who's the host? Because you're worthless. People like Blackbird. You mean the manga Blackbird? I'm going to assume by rereading this several times that Blackbird is another animatronic that I don't know about because I haven't read enough of the books. Yeah, alright, yep, yep, no, I haven't read enough of the books. I read it enough times to figure that out, and that it was not the Genshin manga. Rawr. Basically, Blackbird is a manga. It's probably not that popular. Yes, Rain. What's up? It's the second or third book. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, Blackbird is a, manga that it's more of a romance manga that is about a girl who has exceptionally rich blood, and there are demons that basically want to impregnate her slash kill her for whatever reason. And then there's one guy who's like deeply in love with her, protects her from all these things, and he's like a demon that has like black crow-like feathers for wings and stuff. Yeah. Is it the one witch vampire? No. Blackbird manga. Could I get a thing? I'll just send you the Wikipedia page for it. Yeah, Wikipedia! Woo! This is the one that I'm talking about. Diona review? A Diona review? Of what? Her shoes? Or something else? No, I'm lost. My brain hurts. Oh, look at your Diona. If I ever get out of story, yes. No. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they're dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize that it's a dream. Yeah. Yeah. Why would Ferris be your conclusion here? Oh, we have a, oh my god, what's her name from, no. That demon is not back. There is no way that demon of a Duke that my cat took is back in that litter box. I cycled it and I sprayed a half can of Glade. I just caught a very small whiff of it again. Oh my god, I was about to commit seppuku. What is that short girl's name from The Incredibles named? Because I see we have a believer, and we have a cult of her in this. I know it starts with an E, and I just can't think of her name. Emma? No, that doesn't sound right. Okay. You're Diona. Let's check this out. Peep in this Diona. Alright. Level 70. That's pretty good HP for level 70. I like that. Okay. Oh, you've built her for damage. I see. Interesting. Does that go with her bow? Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. Wait. Okay, that's where most of this crit rate's just kind of coming from. Okay. Ignore the set bonus. Oh, yeah, you're a traveler. When I get to there. It's a little bit of an odd bow to put on her, but I guess if you're building her for DPS, I mean, hey, it works. I just have her for HP. She's just a shield heal for me. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's her only element of mastery, though, which kind of sucks, but, I mean, I get it. You can't have everything be perfect. Crit damage. I mean, yeah. I mean, this definitely, all of this works for her really well. I don't remember what this set does. Oh, wait, no, that's not the set. You did Blizzard. Are you going, okay, yeah, you're trying to get the fourth piece to be Blizzard Strayer, right? Yeah, you definitely have the stat stick. Oh, your build hasn't reset. Yeah, like, I can tell it's good. Like, this was definitely a really good Diona. Because you have a shit ton of cryo damage bonus in this. Like, you've got it built for DPS. Like, it definitely works. It's just not how I built my Diona, but that doesn't matter. Because, like, that's just a really good Diona. There. And you said you're a Traveler. Alright, so you're using Dendro Traveler. Good attack. Very good attack. Like that mastery. That'll help out a lot, especially with this burst combined with other people. Aquila Favonia. Great. Lovely sword. Love that. It's also a really good sword for Bennett. Because apparently it has... Is it Bennett? I think it is Bennett just because it has such a high base attack. Anyway. Let's see. You got all 3 pieces for it, but yeah, you need a circlet or a goblet. Yeah, that's the first thing that I noticed. Oh, it's okay, so you actually have 2 and 2, but you're trying to get to the 4 piece. Okay. Okay. I mean, that definitely makes sense to do 2 and 2, like, for a time being until you get to the 4. This is really weird seeing Blizzard Strayer on Dendro Traveler. Just gonna toss that out there. I understand it's probably just for stat stick. Okay, so you said physical DPS. This could be better, but I mean, it's probably the best thing that you had to toss on him. That'll eventually get changed to a 5-star. Not terrible though. Pretty good feather. Man, that's where the second piece of Blizzard Strayer comes in, I see. This could be a much better feather. This would be better for someone like Diona. This specific feather. I mean, you don't have Diona. Obviously, well, actually, I don't know if you do have Diona or not. I believe he's AR-45. Okay, you just told me to ignore it. Okay. I mean, it's hard not to. Like, I just want to talk about it. Let's see. This one. The flower. I don't remember what this set does either. It's a good stat stick, though. It's a really good stat stick. And then the next level, especially if you get the crit rate again, that would be a really, really good feather or flower. And then that one's defense. Oh, defense percent. Ugh. Well, you'll get that changed eventually, I'm sure. You have 115k EXP. So when you get there, you can go forward. Yeah, no, Cristiano's got some good shit going on. For AR-45, he's got some really good shit going on. Mia AR-45 did not have that type of shit going on. Mia AR-45 was a monkey trying to swim underwater for an extended period of time. However you imagine that looking is about how my characters looked for a while. Just gonna toss that out there. The build probably reset now. Alright. Okay, yeah, it did reset this time. I don't remember what I looked at before and what I looked at now. Okay, yeah, I do remember that feather. It's a very good feather. Okay. And this is the flower. It's not that's a really good off-piece flower. Not gonna lie. I mean, obviously you could ask for a little better, but I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad, especially if you're gonna go for, you know, Blizzard Strayer 4-piece, which is the appropriate thing to do if you're gonna go DPS Diona. That's really good. That's really good. The only way this gets better is if you get more crit rate, but otherwise, yeah, that's really good. Especially with the energy recharge, that's really useful on Diona, regardless if you're building her for support or not. That one, I definitely like that. That HP is really good. Again, energy recharge, that's just really good lucky rolling, but you did get a couple of dry defense stats, which is like, don't want that, but not much you can do about it. I'm going to imagine you want to keep this as the off piece, in all honesty, just because that's just really solid. Like, that's just really solid. There's nothing else I can really say about it. Overall, definitely like that. Is the weapon the same? Okay, yeah, the weapon is the same. Okay, so your crit rate is 45, not 75. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind, because crit rate should definitely be higher. If, like, I always say at least 70, around 70%. This should be where you want your crit rate at, and then you should have at least double that in your crit damage to get the most out of it, because then it's more consistent damage. Okay, you don't have a good weapon. Well, headshot, yeah, headshot's auto crit. Yeah, I suck at headshots, so... That's true. They won't matter unless you make her EDPS, which you could do, but obviously that doesn't seem to be what you're going for. Yeah, no good weapons kind of suck, but I definitely relate to that. C4, it reduces the charged attack time in the healing circle. I didn't know it did that, and I have Diona. So, cool. Amazing. I mean, I really like that build for her. That's like a much different build than I feel most people would do for her, because I just threw HP on her and recharge and EM, and I'm just like, alright, have fun. You're gonna toss E, leave, toss Q, leave. That's all you do. And then you maybe shoot a Ruined Guardian in the eyeball every now and again to make it come down to earth. Oh, Lord. Only for Diona, though, that it reduces attack time? I mean, still, that's still, like, really good trait, because that means you get more charge shots off, which is very valuable. Like, that's just really good. Oh, yeah, all of that stuff. I have 6 days left on that. I can do that later. I can totally do that later this week. Look at the 1 month farmed cryo damage goblet. I think I did see that in Discord. Actually, or maybe you didn't post it in Discord. That's the wrong chat. Yeah, I did. I remember seeing it earlier today in chat. I'm just glad you got something, because you have been looking for any type of cryo damage goblet for the longest time, and it's crazy that you just now got it. It's not even that great of a goblet. It's just a goblet that works for what you need it to, and I love that because you needed it so badly. Definitely got to give you a big plus on that. I'm getting very sleepy. So I think I'm going to probably call it here. And we'll be back again in the morning / midday-ish with some Ratchet and Clank, because I really want to go ahead and start exploring some other games. You know, doing some other stuff. I mean, I'm still going to be playing Genshin. Do not get me wrong. Like, this is still going to be a thing that I do a lot. But I want to start doing some other stuff on my channel, because there are other games that exist that are really good that I really want to play. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And I will not be playing Danganronpa, nor watching it, as I watched, I never finished it, but I watched enough of it to just conclude that I don't really like it that much. Just personally not a fan. That's the one with the psychotic bear, right? The psychotic alien bear. Because I'm pretty sure that's Danganronpa. Otherwise, I'm getting it confused with Assassination Classroom. Either way, the one with the psychotic alien bear that's black and white, absolutely do not like that anime. It's just not for me. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all tomorrow for Ratchet and Clank. Take care, everybody.